Welcome, everybody, to Casting for Two, the podcast with your host, Chris. As always, I am that guy that I just said. Welcome, everybody, episode number 183, getting closer to 200. I have an exciting guest on the show today, making a return. But before I get into my guest for today, I have to talk about, as always, to chat with me online. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, both at castingfor2, or send me an email, castingfor2@gmail.com. And check out the podcast that I do with the always lovely Megan Johnson called Sunday Brunch, over at sundaybrunchpod.com. I know I appear busy, but I'm not. I'm never busy. I'm never busy to not talk to... I don't know where I'm going with this. I guess I'm really just trying to kill some more time. If you want somebody, or if you want to be on the show, email me. I don't know. Maybe I'm not saying it's a positive, but maybe. You never know. That's all I'm saying. It never hurts to ask. But you know what? I guess I should get to my guest for this episode. Making her return from the band. I got Lizzy from the band. The band Lizzy. No, I have Lizzy from the band Cary, Illinois. I was so happy to chat with her. I had a great chat with her the first time around, and I was really happy to chat with her again. And she's back to talk about the new EP, which is great because her music is just, it's so good. But you know what? I guess I should get into this episode, yeah? Sit back, relax, and Chris, cue the music, please. Hey, Lizzy. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay, just checking. You know, computer problems aren't fun.
No, it's true. You're not.
Yesterday, my computer was just like, you know what? I know you're doing something right now, but I'm done. And it hasn't been fun. So now I'm paranoid.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I guess that's my way of my computer saying, "Hey, don't be comfortable." I don't know. Whatever. How is your morning going?
It's the afternoon now. It's good.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me ask you. So I've been keeping up with you and your cool South by Southwest experiences. How has that been going?
It's been great. It's actually been a very laid-back South by Southwest for us. We've only got 4 shows, so it's been good. Mostly just going to see friends play and discovering a few new bands and doing some networking. It's been great.
Nice. And how many of these by Wests have you attended?
South by, I guess 6 now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious. I've never been to one. I always tell myself, I'm gonna go as soon as the current one ends, and then I always forget, and then it pops up, and then that's it.
Yeah, you gotta come. You're in San Antonio, right?
Yeah.
So close, so very close.
Yeah. My biggest thing is I feel like I have to book a room right now. For next year. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's very true.
And me, because I love staying downtown in Austin, so it's I could stay in the outskirts, but that's no fun.
That's true. It's true. You got to get in the action.
Exactly, exactly. I want to be kept up until like 5 in the morning. I don't need sleep, but it's all good. So this is kind of a fun episode for me. Hopefully, it'll be for you. But we got your backstory out of the way. Everyone knows who you are. Now we're just gonna play some catch up, chit chat, and talk about the new EP.
Sounds good.
First, so I had the chance to listen to the new EP, and I just really enjoy your voice. Can I just say that?
Oh, thank you so much.
Your previous one, Alabaster. Detroit Snow is just a perfect song, and I always listen to it whenever I'm feeling blue.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, of course. And so with the new album, I really enjoyed, or the new EP, I really enjoyed it. I know that the story behind the album was not a happy one, but how do you find a way to make a negative thing and kind of change it into a positive?
I mean, basically, after after our bass player passed away, it took me a while to even begin to be able to do any writing or any playing at all.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the songs that came out were just it's just what came out after he passed away. And uh, I was basically just treating those songs as a way to sort of work through the grief, but also provide the listener with something that they could understand from their own perspective. I mean, a lot of the songs are pretty universal,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't necessarily have to know uh, the tragic backstory behind it. So uh, that's kind of how I dealt with putting these songs together, and some of the arrangements were pettier than others, and that was just kind of how it naturally came about.
Okay. Okay. And so when you are, first of all, how long, how was the writing for this project? Was it something that you wanted to, be surrounded by your bandmates, or were you just like, look, let me just do this by myself? What was the process like for that?
There wasn't much of a process. It was really just naturally what I ended up writing, and then bringing those songs to my band members and them, and pretty much immediately latching on to the songs themselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice, nice. And so, was there one song that was a little bit harder to crack?
Um, to be honest, most of it felt pretty natural. Everything seemed to come about pretty easily and without a lot of tough, stressful uh, working through of the actual songs. It was the whole process. I think because of the loss of our bandmate, um, we just sort of naturally became closer to each other
Mm-hmm.
and understood each other a lot better. Um, so there was not really anything that was there. There weren't any songs on the EP I would say that were difficult to try to work through.
Okay, okay. And last time we chatted, you mentioned that you make a mean chili.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's been yeah. I'm just wondering if there are any other dishes that you've ventured out, or are you still in Chili Town?
We haven't made chili lately. Been doing a lot of roast chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of roast chicken. It's a good basic meal that's good to know how to make and in order to entertain your guests. So yeah, your classic roast chicken with some vegetables, a salad, something real easy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and roast chicken. I mean, you can throw it with anything: rice, noodles. Just it goes with everything. That's the magic of chicken.
It's true. Chicken is magic.
There, can that be either the title for your next album or a song?
Oh yes, Cary, Illinois. Chicken is magic.
There we go. You know what? I don't want any money or anything. That's a gift. So, and I gotta ask you because I go to Austin every once in a while. Do you have any favorite Austin hot spots that you like to hit up?
Like restaurants or venues. What are we talking?
Let's talk. Let's go. We're in food town, so let's talk about food.
Restaurants. Yeah. There's a great ramen place called Ramen Tatsuya.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best. It's the best ramen in town. You wait in line outside usually, and they sort of file everybody in. It's a very like quick process. They sort of like one in one out sort of thing.
Mm.
It's a very popular place, but the great ramen. What else? Friedman's Barbecue is really really good.
Okay.
It's one of the lesser known barbecue joints in Austin. Not as famous as a Franklin's, for example,
Right.
but still very good. Elizabeth Street Cafe is really good. It's French and Vietnamese, super fresh, super good food. Sway, it's Thai restaurant. There's honestly like it's it's hard to find. It's not hard to find good food in Austin.
It.
You know.
I mean, that's the nice thing about Austin. It is a melting pot of different cultures, different people, or people bringing what they've experienced and just yeah. That's what I love about it.
Totally. Yeah, it's a great place to find almost any food you're looking for. It's not quite the big city vibe of Chicago or New York, but we're getting there. It's getting bigger every day, and we get more new clubs and restaurants and bars. So it's a great place to come hang out.
Yeah. And I don't think I asked you this question last time, but as a musician, how do you like to listen to music?
A lot of times I love to listen to it in the car, and then I also just love to go and see live shows.
Mhm.
Me and my friends we all play all the time, so just there's a constant stream of live music that's available to go see.
Right on, right on. And I got another two for question for you. What has so far? What has been the best advice you've received for in your music career?
The best advice, um, really just to relax and sort of, you know, don't try to make things happen. Just like let things, if things are going to happen, they're going to happen. And also specifically recording in November
Hmm.
with John Vanderslice in Oakland, it wasn't really necessarily a piece of advice, but something more that I learned that was just to trust the people you're working with,
Hmm.
especially because the album the album was recorded on tape,
Mm.
so you only got so many takes, and you just kind of have to trust that the take that you did is good and move on. So just to trust, yeah.
And why? I'm curious. Why tape?
That's the only way that John Vanderslice does it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, John's a producer and engineer out in California, outside of San Francisco, and he's himself is an excellent musician and has recorded many of his own albums, but has also recorded with some really fantastic people like Spoon and the Mountain
Mm.
Goats,
Yeah.
big names. Yeah, so the whole experience was great with him. It was a true joy to work with John Vanderslice.
Nice, nice. And I'm still very curious about this tape because
Yeah,
I come I come from a world of film, and I love film and I love shooting on it, but digital's taking over. With tape, was it a bit more nerve wracking to work with, just because, like you said, you had one take. You can't just digitally fix anything.
Um, it ended up not actually being less nerve wracking to me
Mm.
because you can't go back and nitpick. I mean,
Right.
you can take you you can do several takes, but you can only choose one of them. You can't go back and say, well, I like this phrase and let's put them together. So it seems more like it's actually more of a laid back recording process than I was expecting.
Okay. Nice. Nice. And my other question, what is the worst advice you've gotten in your music career?
The worst advice. Oh, that's that's a good question. Probably just uh to sort of bug people incessantly in order to get what you want. Like sometimes that does work, but it's really about creating connections with people and not just hitting them up you know for their contact information,
Right.
but actually forming a relationship instead of just hounding someone for their attention.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go. You got to walk that fine line. But I mean, if
Right.
you're genuinely interested, in the work the other person does, it's probably easier.
Right, and that makes the situation completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Words to live by, people. Yeah, you can use that in everyday life.
It's very true. It's very true.
So when is for let now I'm going to go back to Garage Sale, the EP. Do you have a favorite song on the album that you enjoy playing for others?
I think one of my favorites actually is Garage Sale. This
Mm-hmm.
the song. Yeah. Um it is a song about our bass player, but it's I don't know, I just something about sort of the rhythm and the chords and that specific song I enjoy playing for people. And I really am happy with how it ended up on the actual recording. So
Nice. And so, for the people at home who want to pick up the EP as well as keep in contact with you, where can they do that?
well, the EP will be released May 12th, so it's not out yet. But it will be available on iTunes and Spotify, Bandcamp, through us personally, through our website, pretty much everywhere.
If people go and pre-order it right now, do they get a roasted chicken?
Maybe a leg, maybe a
Maybe a
tag.
leg. All right, there you go. Maybe a leg, people. Come on. That's
But yeah,
I'd take up that
it's
deal.
gonna be great. It's gonna be out May 12th, and we're gonna be having a really fun local release show here in Austin at the Mohawk,
Mm.
with my friends Star Parks, who are a great band, and my friend Lex Land, who is an incredible singer-songwriter. So if anybody's in Austin on May 12th, come on down to the Mohawk.
There you go. And Lizzie, I enjoy chatting with you. And the next time I'm in Austin, I gotta chat you up, and we'll get some ramen.
Yes, perfect. It's always great to talk to you too, Chris.
Thank you. Anytime you want to come back on, I mean, obviously you have an open invitation, so just let me know. All right.
Thanks so much, Chris.
Thank you, and you have a wonderful rest of the day. All right.
Thanks, you too.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.